Hey Pisces, what's going on with you? So, if you guys notice, I don't have any other sun sign readings on my channel yet. That's because I've been led recently to just kind of dive into the energies for each zodiac sign. I'm going to try this format and see how it goes. I have a good feeling that a lot of you guys are here to inquire about a romantic partnership. I do have to tell you, I know your reading is going to be fire because I actually recorded it once, and for some reason there was this purple cast over the video, and so the audio is there, but the actual images are not, which is not a bad thing. You know what? That actually tells me that there's absolutely some miscommunication going on, as I said when I first recorded. But something doesn't want you guys to hear this, and I think it's because this is a divine partnership. I'm just getting, which is actually, I'm so glad I'm doing this a second time. Nothing happens by chance in this life, by the way, because this is a divine partnership that you're here to inquire about. And I get that you've been asking for advice from certain people and they're telling you, like, you know, ignore this person, cut them off, something's going on, like they're fake, something's not right. I'm getting that there's a lot of illusion around your connection. Now, if this is with family or work or whatever, it could be the same type of energy. But overall, I'm getting that this is a really important relationship to you and vice versa. So this top row is your energy, Pisces, and then this bottom row is your person's energy. However, this whole thing tells your story, so it could be interchangeable, right? And of course, as you guys know, this is a general reading. If you want more insight into your connection, please absolutely shoot me an email or look me up on Instingo. All of that information will be down in the description box. So I'm using the Sandra Ann Taylor Energy Oracles deck. I'm also working with the Twin Flame Oracles deck by Mystic Moon. Now, I do want to point out, even if you're not a twin flame or you just are not cool with that title, or you don't know what that is, that's fine. I always use this deck anyway, just to speak to any connection that you're having, excuse me, in a romantic sense. Or even if it's a friendship or a family member, we could also get this too. But in general, these cards I usually typically use to get a message in from the higher self of the person that you are dealing with. So I've already saged and cleaned this area. We've already prayed. We're just going to dive right back into it because I really think you guys are supposed to hear this. So to start off, Brecciated Jasper is the stone that I got when I inquired about your connection. Your energy, actually. So Pisces, you guys are having to do work around your sacral and base chakra, as well as your third eye chakra. So you've got three systems within your etheric body that are kind of imbalanced right now. The sacral chakra and base chakras kind of allude to healing needed around your creative juices, just to get them flowing, your sexual energy. Maybe there's some disconnect with you and your person around intimacy, or emotional intimacy or emotional isolation. So you may want to look into getting a piece of Brecciated Jasper. I will put the name of this element into the description box so that you guys can look that up. But yeah, overall, this is the element attached to your energy, Pisces. Happy birthday, by the way. I know this is Pisces season, so this is why I'm starting off with you guys. So to start in your energy, Pisces, you got man holding a coin, card number 43. And what I'm getting is that there's just some concern around finances or just overall stability. Your money is looking funny, or the person that you're dealing with, they're in this energy. And also you got card number 40, sixth chakra, which is so interesting because these cards were pulled, shuffled, by the way, but again, I'm recording a second time, so I did shuffle on camera. But this was pulled after you got this stone that fell out of my collection, which these coincide because Brecciated Jasper specifically is used to heal the sixth chakra, which is your sacral chakra. And then we're talking here about your sixth chakra. We're also talking about your third eye chakra, which, if you notice here in the actual image, this is what is on display for healing. So in this description, this just talks about being able to, again, get your creative juices flowing. I'm getting that you may want to, or your person may want to create a vision board. When you really want to work at manifesting a good partnership, or maybe a new job or new career move, being intentional about your manifestation in the way that you go about that, being intentional about your thought life, your speech life. Okay, being careful about the way you speak about your person or your connection is important. And I'm picking up again that you've had several conversations with like friends or family members about this person, and they are giving you bad advice. You may want to stop discussing your relationship with people overall, and just dive into your own spiritual space. I'm getting that very strongly. Yet again, is that there's some communication breakdown. There's some anxiety going on. By the way, we'll get to their role, but overall communication is blocked between you two. Not, literally, but maybe figuratively speaking. There's just some issue around miscommunication of your emotions, I'm getting. And this is because you're not tapped into, just your inner self, your inner child, your higher self. There's some disconnect. You may want to go back to church and just get some good, vibes going, whatever your belief, whatever it is that you do to connect to divine source. Spirit is just telling us here that you may want to really dive back into that. Okay. I'm also getting just Pisces, you guys have like this purity, just in your nature. You're a good person. You're just, people know that about you. But you have like this kind of tough exterior, but really inside you're like a jellyfish. So I'm just getting, and that's okay. It's just like, because you don't wear your heart on your sleeve, there may be some misunderstanding about your attitude, or that may be what you're feeling with your person. It's like neither one of you are really saying anything about the disconnection. You're just kind of letting it ride, and then you're also getting bad advice. So it's like that communication has to happen. It has to be honest and open. And stop listening to other people. Please don't do that. It's just not, I'm not saying don't get advice, but it's like everyone doesn't have your best interest at heart. So you want to be really selective about who you talk to about this person. Again, this is your energy. You're in your head about it. You're in your head about maybe the money situation or just the overall connection, but both of you are just very cerebral right now. This is your person's energy, and this is you. And it's so funny because these were literally on top of each other in your spread. So you guys are a mirror right now energetically. And I also get that you're just not, it's like, even though you may be in communication, you're not being really honest or open about what you're feeling right now. One of you is thinking, oh, maybe they want to dump me, or there's something going on, I don't trust them. When all the while, somebody's really just thinking about their money. They may even want to propose to you, and they're nervous about, whether or not you'll accept, because they don't feel good enough for you. They don't make as much money as they would like. So there's also some question about maybe making a transition in their career, or just maybe relocating. And it's like, can I really pull it off? So I'm just getting that overall there's money issues, communication issues, but it's creating this illusion of like this huge problem. You guys don't have a huge problem in your relationship. It feels that way because you're both not saying anything. You gotta speak up, okay? And just at the center of their row in your spread is the man holding a heart. I get that someone in this connection has made a lot of sacrifice for the other, or maybe the both of you have. And you're wondering if it's paid off, if it's appreciated. Spirit is letting you know that it is appreciated. It's just that it doesn't look that way right now because there's some frustration and concern, okay, around money and just overall stability is what I'm getting. So, whenever, I don't know if you guys have been married or if this is a marriage relationship that we're talking about, but a lot of times money can really break down a good thing. And it's so crazy because you'll have like this amazing connection, but because you're in your head about third dimensional or the material world aspect, it really throws off this beautiful spiritual connection. Now, I'm not saying overlook bad spending habits or overlook any type of emotional or physical abuse. I would never advocate for that. But I'm telling you that it's not as bad as it seems. One or both of you are in your head about the connection because of just the concern about your money or your job or like relocating. And that is making it seem like, you know, the person is losing interest. Spirit wants you to know that's not the case at all. Okay, so I'm getting that you just need to have a conversation, get it all out in the open, and you'll see that you actually have something very beautiful going on. Now, this deck, mind you, I mentioned that even if you're not in like a divine connection, you don't know what a twin flame is, or you're not in a twin flame relationship, that's still okay. This deck, again, I used to pull messages from the higher self of the person that you're dealing with. These were shuffled when I did the first recording, but let me tell you what I got. Okay, this is really going to confirm what I've said so far. This popped out first. I feel safer in the silence. So again, communication is blocked right now. I'm getting either the one of, you know, you both just aren't talking as much, or you're not talking at all. I'm getting that just give them space, or they need to give you space, but not too much, because you're taking bad advice from someone that's telling you like, oh, cut them off. Don't, you know, don't go there. Just let it be. That's not what you need to do. Create a little space, but still communicate. Do not ignore this person, okay? If they are ignoring you, please know that they've actually gotten bad advice from someone, or this could be you that's gotten bad advice about cutting them off, and this is the only reason that there's this blockage in communication. It's not because they want to, it's because they're being guided to by a source that just doesn't either mean you guys well, or they just mean well, but they're, you know, looking at it strictly from third dimensional aspect when they don't realize how beautiful and powerful of a connection this actually is. I'm not getting anything here about any toxic connection, no narcissism or anything like that. This is all about communication, and you will eventually, very soon, you'll need to communicate how you feel and vice versa, okay? Also, maybe we're just too different. No, you're not. Even if you are, this is just because of your headspace. This is because of this, okay? There's nothing wrong with you both as a couple or friendship or whatever kind of partnership you're here to inquire about. I'm getting, though, that this is romantic. I've got a lot of red in your spread, so no, there's nothing wrong with the two of you together. You're just in your head, and you really got to be careful about that. And then lastly, what came out was, I can't handle your words right now. So you guys got to talk. You got to communicate eventually. Remember, I said don't take too long to do it, and don't ignore the person, but just give it a little bit of time and space, and it's gonna come together. Out there beyond those gates, it's beautiful. It's just that there's a lot of anxiety around this. I'm getting that someone wants to make a move, maybe a relocation to be with you, or they want to start a new job to bring in more money to support starting a family with you, and they're just really scared. So go easy on each other, please, Pisces, and whoever you're dealing with. Yeah, just overall, this is actually a good spread. It's just bringing it together and having a conversation is what's going to tie everything in together. Okay, Pisces, I hope you've enjoyed your reading. Again, this is general, so if you want more insight into your connection, definitely hit me up on the email or instant go. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks, guys.